This is Group 2's presentation on our cool tool that you can use in the classroom. I'm Missy Roberts, and the cool tool that I'm going to share with you. Oh, did y'all leave me?
No, I'm here.
Oh, hold on. See, I already messed up. I hit a button, sorry, and it disappeared. But the cool tool I'm going to share with y'all tonight is Gene. The two tools that I looked at were Prezi and Gene. But Gene is the one that I'm going to share with you tonight because I thought that one is kind of a tool that a lot of people don't know about, and I really think it's a neat tool, and it's free. Like, it can be downloaded to all of the computers in your computer labs at school, or anything that you have at school that students use. Gene can be downloaded for free to it. So no money involved, and you can create cool little videos and that sort of stuff with it. So I'm going to switch my screen so y'all can see my stuff, and then I'll come back at the end. Alright, so the first thing I had is a short video that I'm going to show y'all that TechSmith actually put out about Gene, and it'll give you just a brief, quick overview of what it can do.
What would you do if you wanted to take a picture of your computer screen? For a long time, you would use the print screen key to grab an image from zip. It didn't save it for you. It didn't share it. You forget about creating a video. That's why we need Gene. Station Gene is the easy and always running tool you can use to take a snapshot of the computer screen or create a quick how-to video. When you create something, Gene, it doesn't just disappear. Gene saves your images and videos for you. It even lets you send your images to an email and a video to your blog, share a link to your content via Twitter, and more. Communicate visually easily with Gene. That's why people around the world use Gene to create tutorial content, give feedback, or just grab and share something fun. So give it a try. Gene is free, and you can download it today through your Mac or PC.
Now, I created a Prezi to use since Prezi was the other tool that I looked into for this project. I just kind of thought y'all probably either use Gene or use Prezi or have at least seen it before, so I didn't think that tool would be as beneficial to share tonight. But I am going to share some strategies for teaching and learning using Gene. And one of the first reasons that Gene is good is that you can record live demonstrations. It allows you to talk through how to find a source and determine credibility. You can demonstrate how to use features of a program and show how to navigate a resource in the field. And I actually had to create a Gene video, and I did that video on setting up a Prezi and learning how to use Prezi. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of that video at this point. Okay, so you can kind of see that video that I created about Prezi. I used Gene to do that. And it only allows you to record up to 5 minutes, and that's a hard line. It cuts you off right at time. So I'm going to talk at the end about some things to consider if you're going to use Gene. One of the great things Gene is good for is creating tutorials, and this allows you to explain a difficult concept or idea, again, in a short amount of time, or maybe just like, you know, if you were going to be absent one day from school, you could go ahead and pre-work out some. I was thinking, like, I was a former math teacher before I became a media specialist, so you could go ahead and work out some math problems as examples that your substitute could then show to the students. So that, I don't know about you guys, but in middle school, my students were famous for telling the substitute that they didn't have any idea about what they were supposed to be doing, and they thought that meant then they didn't have to do anything that day. And most subs were real honest about the fact that they didn't know how to do the math themselves, so they couldn't help the kids. But this is one way, you know, you can create your tutorials and then the students have that example to see in class when you're absent. Another thing that Gene is good for is creating little short videos to address common misconceptions about a task. It's there, it can be saved to your teacher webpage or blog and put up so that students can keep going back to it, and, you know, they can go to it from home. Another thing Gene is good for is, again, you know, creating little videos with assignment tips. You can highlight important or commonly misunderstood aspects of an assignment so that it really stands out for students. And you can provide a personal introduction to a project. And again, I saw this as a really good tool if you were going to be absent or if you were doing long distance learning for a student. Maybe you had a hospital homebound student who wasn't coming to class as often as they needed to. These types of little videos are quick to make. They don't take you a lot of time, and then they're very beneficial for the student. This one I thought was really, really neat, and I didn't even see this the first time I looked into Gene. I just discovered it the second time. But one of the good things Gene is good for is providing feedback on student work. And it allows you the opportunity to narrate how you respond to a student paper or discussion post, illustrates strengths of sample work, and gives group or whole class feedback. And I have a short little video that demonstrates this that I want to show you. First thing that you need to do in your Okay, so you saw that was student work. They had written something, and the teacher was able to not only write on the paper, but able to verbally give the feedback to the students so that they could clearly understand what they needed to improve on. And I really like that idea. I saw another teacher that had was given individual feedback to students on their writing, and I know sometimes for me, I would rather you know, be able to talk to you and you tell me, explain in words what I've done wrong. It helps me better understand. So I really think that's a good use of Gene. Now, if you decide to create a Gene and use it, there are some tips. And the first one I think is probably the most important, and that is writing a script out, because it does have that hard and fast 5-minute rule. I know when I was creating mine, I kind of got panicked at the end, and I just rushed through the very end of it because I was running out of time. So it's definitely something you want to, if you're going to create a tutorial or something, if it's not just where you're giving student feedback, you really want to make sure you have pre-planned out what you're going to say and have a really good idea so that it doesn't catch you at that 5-minute mark. You want to make sure that you have the microphone because you want to be able to record. If you can record in a place, you know, obviously that's quiet, that helps. And speak at a constant level. One of the suggestions was for you to talk when you're making your video, like you're talking in your classroom, so a little bit louder than you probably normally would talk, you know, at home, but to speak loudly when you're recording. And then it's, you know, obviously okay to do test runs and make sure you hear yourself when you're doing it. But the nice thing about Gene, they are uploadable, so you can put them anywhere that you want to. You can tweet them out. You can put them on your teacher blog. You can put them on the school web page if you want to. So they're very accessible to students, parents, anything like that. So if your kids are making Gene videos, parents can see what they're doing at school. So that's Gene. If you want to look into it, TechSmith is the company that puts out Gene. They put out several different products. Gene just is, like I said, one of the ones that they put out that is, to me, very beneficial. Does anybody have any questions? Mike?
No, good job, Missy.
No, good job.
Yep, good job.
Okay. Well, I will. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to turn it over to Liz.
My tool was actually the content tool. It wasn't technically the creation tool. But the creation tool that I had was Piclet, which is also good, but it is not, I think, for the full benefit of teachers and students. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any back sound? Okay. Clickers is what I'll be discussing because to me it is, I'm sorry, everyone can hear me okay, right? Because I'm getting feedback on my end.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right, good. I'll just have to work through it.
In the background, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Can you, as long as you can still hear me, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So Clickers is this free downloadable app, and all you really need is your cell phone. And you can use it through the iPhones or download it through Google, the Google Play or Google Apps if you have an Android, or you can download it from the Apple store if you have an iPhone. And it's a tool that's used for assessment and feedback, and it kind of takes the idea of clickers and just projects it kind of into that 21st century learning that you want to see in the classroom. So it can be used as an assessment tool for quick checks, for understanding, and mastery of skills. So basically what's happening is students will hold up a card with a specifically designed QR code on it, and they'll turn the card based on their answer, A, B, C, D, true, false, however you have it set up. And the teacher will take a picture and scan the room as the kids are holding up their QR code. It allows the data to be collected instantaneously, and it can be projected onto the screen through the Flickr website, so kids will receive instant feedback. And so since it immediately loads to the website, you can use it for remediation or discussion, and I'll kind of get into that about the uses in the classroom, but I was going to show us a video that actually shows the teachers using it in the classroom, so that you have an understanding of what the tool actually is. So I'm going to do that through YouTube. All right, was everyone able to see that video?
No.
No.
Did you hit the screen share button?
Let me try one more time.
Did you hit the screen share button, Liz? Over on
the what?
On the left side, the green. Remember the green button? It says screen share. You got to click that for us to see your computer. There you go.
Thought I did. Can y'all all see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, cool.
All right, and let's see, there's one more. right, hold on 1 second. All right, well, I'm going to have to a little bit with that one. All right. Okay. But you get of it, you could see the students' names were popping up as you were going, as you were scanning the room, because each student has their own cards that is assigned to them, and you can see the answers right away. So discussing what some of the assessments that you could use them for. The first one is basically answering questions, problem solving. So you can put the questions in on the board. They're displayed on the board for the students on that same website, and have the students kind of think through it and have time before they share their answer. And you get those real-time results, and then you can use those as an opportunity for discussion. So once the students answer, you can see right away, how they're feeling or what the answer to the problem is, what they've come up with. And Quickers allows you to be anonymously answer so that the students don't feel like they're scared to share their opinion or their answer and have it, be wrong and everyone that. So you'll get more honest answers and tries. Another thing that I thought was really cool that you can use it for is for grouping. And I wouldn't have automatically thought about this, but after researching it, teachers will use it to group based on preferences and choices. So if you have options for topics, if you're working on a project, or if you have centers, you have kids that want to go to centers, you can know which students want to be where and where they want to work based on their Quickers courses. For like review for a test, it can be used for preferences and choice that you can use it to the kids know which one they want to go to first. And if they are working in groups and you already have them separated in groups, they could use a Quickers for preference or whatever. Instead of having to walk all the way around the room and individually check with every student, then you can just have them answer using the Quickers, and you can know right where the students are, what point they're at in the project, what they're struggling with, what they're doing well with. So it cuts out a lot of that you having to run around the room. Another thing that it's good for is classroom review. In the video that would pull up, the teacher was actually using it just as a pretest to kind of see what she needed to work on the next unit. So based on how the kids were holding up their Clicker cards and answering, she knew where to go with that. And the good thing is it's totally free. If you want, you can buy the upgraded Clicker cards, and you can do that, and it allows you to have more answer options. But you could just use the totally free version if you want. But they'll give you some instructions when you join as far as how to keep what's the best way to put the QR codes on the paper so that the kids can get the best responses from them. But using it as a review game or review study or however, you can create the questions, the kids hold up the card, everyone answers at one time, or you can have groups answer. So it's an easy way to do a review game without saying, okay, group 5, whatever, they just know that they hold up their card. Formative assessments, that's big. I know right now with all of the tests and their evaluations, because everyone wants to see your formative evaluations. Well, they can be used for exit slips or entrance slips, so the kids can come in and, look at the question that's on the whiteboard and just hold up their card, and you can get it immediately, get feedback, so you'll know kind of where to go. You can check for prior knowledge, use it for lesson comprehension. So as you're doing language, as you're reading a story, you can have the kids just stop and hold up their QR codes and scan, and they can see right on the board, what the answer to that is. And the kids really like it because to them it's like playing a game. Another thing that it can be used for is you can graded quizzes, checkup quizzes. You can include multiple choice, short answers. So you have a lot of options there. And if you go online and look, you have, especially I know for like you said, math teachers, it's really easy if you want to have pictures and graphs that you can link through like Prezi or PowerPoints and stuff. You can actually have the graphs, the charts up there with the questions where they can all see it on the screen, so they can answer complex questions that you might not be able to type in on just the basic website. You can also use it for things like attendance and opinion polls. But the thing that I found most valuable about it is its versatility, because there are so many different ways that it can be used and applied in the classroom. And getting that instant feedback instead of fixing these answers that's just the answers. And so after watching that video, you can really see it, using it in can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, you kind of went out for a second, but.
Okay. Well, that's really that one video wouldn't load, but it's probably due to my internet issues. But go figure. But does anyone have any questions?
That was good. I'd never heard of Plickr, so that was interesting.
Yeah, there's several people that use it at our school, and the kids love it. So, and I think the more you play around with it, the more you get excited about it, and think about ways that you can use it in the classroom past just data informative assessments.
I like
that looked neat.
You can't see the other students' choices, like it's not a letter or a word. They just see a symbol. They can't tell who got it right, who got it wrong. So I like that.
Because I can think in a lot of my inclusion classes, you can never get the inclusion students to answer because they're so scared that the answers aren't going to measure up or that they're not right. And a lot of times they can get the right answer. So it's good for that.
Good job.
All right.
All right, so I'm next. So I'm Casey Singletary, and I'm going to be talking tonight about Quizlet. And Quizlet is Quizlet.com, which is a free resource for students as well. I'm going to show you a quick video, a quick demo that's provided by Quizlet on the program to just give you some information. So let me pull that up. Okay. So Quizlet was actually created, an interesting fact, by a student himself who was a teenager, and he created this way to help him study. Let me show you the demo. Looks like it's buffering. Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Las nuevas.
All right, let me go ahead and stop that. So, okay, is the screen gone? Okay. So Quizlet is what it is. It's an interactive tool for kids. It's really for studying as what it's for. So it's kind of for after you've already taught the material, to kind of review the material, such as vocabulary or any other concept. It's got any subject imaginable in the database that you can pick from. You do need to sign up though to access it. Have a username and password to sign in to create your own classes. But if you just want to view, like I said, that somebody else has created, I'm going to show you my friend of mine already had a class created, so I want to show you this. It's not easy to get back and forth to screen share, is it? Okay, so here so I didn't even have to sign in to see her set of flashcards. I just knew that this was the name of her class, and so that she had 40 study sets. So for example, I can do all this for free, so I can select her terms that she's already created, and I have just as much access without even signing in to go ahead and read, study, to play. So you saw some of the options for video, the different kinds of testing material that's offered, and the different ways to study the material. I'll screen share. Okay, is it gone?
No, still there.
Go away. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what about now?
You'll see it.
Still there. Still there.
I want to go away. Okay, is it gone?
Nope.
Get back to me, guys. I keep clicking the green button and it's staying. Okay, so now it's finally there. Now I'm back. Hi.
Yeah.
So the thing that I like best about Quizlet, so like I said, it has all these free options. If you want to create your own information, you enter your own definitions, create your own class sets, you can do that free. And you can share that with students as well. Like for example, with your iPads in your classroom, if you wanted to have a set of iPads or even use it on a projector and use it as a whole class, you can do that with them, or you can sign up for independent student accounts. So if you have middle school or high school students that have their own email accounts, you can sign up and give them independent access. It does have options to be a little bit more like Quizlet Plus, $15, and it lets you do voiceovers, where you can actually record your own voice as you're describing your concept, or you can add your own images. You know, it could be cool for different things. And also has the teacher option, which is $24.99 a year, but that allows you more student access, and then your students also have the ability to create their own digital content. So it's not only for just basic vocabulary. So let me tell you a few uses. So it does do rote memorization, but you have your flashcard option, game option, and there are 4 different types of games, different study aids. There's, well, for the testing material, there's fill in the blank, multiple choice, select the number of questions. So as a teacher, you can actually create your own assessment through the randomized that you've created. Like I said, you can pull from a huge database, which allows you to pull from other people's information as well as create your own, so you can file your own test. So that would be great for assessment. So once you let the students play the different games, the scatter game, which is timed, and there's a race game that's really competitive mode that lets them compete with other students. There's a whole lot of ways for them to have fun playing with the material. And it also lets you create your own class so you can track their progress. And this way, that you can see each individual student, how long did they played, how long did they read the material, has the number of minutes, and it also tells you what they missed. So that's a really good assessment, to determine what you need to reteach. So look at it at home. And I thought that'd be a good option to give extra credit. Who went in, they have a couple of days to go in and study for 5 minutes and play the game. And if they did that, you get extra credit. Or even for a grade, you wanted to let them play the games and practice the material, and give them, they have 3 tries to play, to practice, and then on the 4th time, you give them a grade or whatever. So a lot of great things with what they're doing. Another great thing about it is it comes in app form, which when you're, like I already mentioned, the iPads or any kind of tablets or anything that would have in a classroom, so pull up things. Another great thing about it is that it does creation. So it's a video, audio, so you can record your own voice, and it also does it for you for students who are having trouble with pronunciation, and also spelling back. It has a type in your answer section, so you're practicing this is the option, and that checks spelling, so it's a great way to practice grammar. And another test is 1 minute at a time, and it weeds out the ones that students have done really well on. It won't show those same items over and over. A lot of times when we study, if we're doing like flashcards or any kind of information, you've seen the same material even once you're really good at it. Seeing that, the Learn mode gets rid of that material. So if you're successful with it, use the things that they struggle with. So it kind of makes studying more successful and kind of focuses on what they haven't learned yet, so it makes it more efficient. I already mentioned the test, where it's written, matching, multiple choice, whatever you can make some kind of combination. It also has a print node where you can print Quizlets, paper handouts, flashcards, game materials, testing materials. So I guess there's a million different ways to use it. And if you have to pay for the more options for the students to actually customize their materials just for free in the classroom, I don't think you could beat it as far as using it as a projection and shouting out the group or playing games. You're doing the so it's kind of a good option. Does anybody have any questions?
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about a free online program, Inamoto, and it is where you can set up a educator account, and it's easy to use. There's copyrighted music. You can embed the videos, but the only thing can only be 30-second videos. And then you can set up accounts for your students that no other person can connect to or access and contact the students, so it's safe to use as well. And the program is set up so that it can help students to think critically and thoughtfully. So it was really neat because most of the time in my classroom I use Movie Maker and other programs. But this one is an easy program where you get the pictures, music, and using text, and it makes the video for you. And then you can use it. Now, the different ways that I thought, teachers can use it, they can introduce themselves to the classroom here. They could use it to start or even use it to use the things that's going to be covered. Now, I do have an example of one. I can pull it up. Let's see how. Hold on a second. You get a lot of feedback.
I was too, Angela.
Oh, there's a TV or something in the background somewhere.
You there, Angela? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's back. Yeah, she's back. I don't know that she can talk right now. Do you ever see the microphone mute?
Yeah.
She might be working on the feedback issue.
Alright.
Okay. We hear you.
Except I'm trying to share this. And of course, okay, can y'all see the video or no?
No.
All right, let me think why this is not happening for me. I hear it playing. Alright. Maybe this is gonna work. Okay, here's a movie trailer if it'll play. Just let me know if you can see us.
You can't see it. Did you hit the green
Pretty
screen
cool.
share button up there?
You'll turn your screen green around it when it's screen sharing.
Alright. I see my video, but it's not wanting to play. Come up. I'm gonna. So you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We could, yeah.
There
right.
it is.
Are you seeing any video or anything?
Yes, I see your screen.
We see your
Okay.
drive, your Google Drive.
All right, here's an example of one student one here. Okay, so you can use it for book trailers, and you can upgrade it. So the free is 30 seconds, but you can pay for it and upgrade, to have a more professional one. I'll try to think of different ways that you could use it in other classrooms. I mean, I'm a language arts teacher, so I gravitated toward that. But with it, you could use it as far as a science fair, step-by-step process of a science project. If you're in social studies, if you've been researching a country, then you could do a short photo brochure of the country. Video flashcards to learn vocabulary. You could also news briefs where that you take historical events or your natural disasters or anything that's going on and allow the students to go through and present that to the class. You also, as far as what I did in the classroom, such as public service announcements, it was an easy way to do that. Research reports. If they create or develop their own inventions or business ideas, then they could present it that way to create people's idea, to create the interest of others, or even if you just wanted them to introduce themselves at the beginning. So there was a lot of different ways as far as, and to use it even with students that are not technology savvy, or if you have, more advanced, because like I said, you just pull the pictures in, the music's in there if you need it, you can add your own music, you don't have to, and then it creates it for you. It's not like, Movie Maker or Adobe or any of those that you have to kind of maneuver around. So it was really, something that you could do really simple and easy, and I thought it was a great tool to use and add it to our bank. Are there any questions?
Yeah, good job.
Good job. I can definitely use it.
Short but sweet.
That's good.
It's okay. Hey, at least we made it through without.
Well, even though you can't see me with my, you wouldn't really think I could use technology, but
Effects.
We've experienced
Our little clown hats on the side.
Oh yeah, y'all can do. Yeah, I'll watch you.
All right. Well, I think that's everything. So I'm gonna stop the broadcast. Okay.
Give us a one.